So it's quite a fantastical, creative kind of space.
Just make stuff inside there and then take it out into the local community.
So we have a very broad mix of people that come, people that are struggling with their mental health, people who are socially isolated, people that are wanting a bit of creativity in their lives.
It's kind of a bit of an exploration into an imaginary world, really.
That's what I like about it though, you never know what you're going to be involved with.
We're all interested and passionate about being creative.
It's just, you know, a space where we can just be ourselves, I suppose. Don't have to worry about everything else. I find that really relaxing, to be doing something creative. I've never seen myself as a depressed person. I thought that this was norm. I think over the years I've just got used to it more and more and more, to the point where I didn't realise that it wasn't normal to be like this anymore. And I've always had the mentality where I don't quit. I was one of those people that thought that mental health was a cop-out for some people, but I thought I was fine. Last year was the year where I realised I couldn't carry on anymore. I've always enjoyed teaching, and I've been a teacher for the last 20 years. Having been attacked in the last few schools, physically and verbally, I can't tolerate being around children at the moment. I feel like at the moment I'm really struggling with the repercussions of everything that's happened over the years. I just know that I think that I need to look after myself and my mental health before I decide where I'm going to go. And I think slowly I'm getting more and more confident to go out and do stuff again. But yeah, I feel like I am getting more confident. I'm just trying to balance it out so it doesn't collapse to one side, because that's what they were doing yesterday, falling over. You know, this is the first time in well over 20 years where I've actually been long term off work. It feels peculiar. I don't like it, but that's what I've really come here for, to build my confidence, because yeah, I need to.
You never know what things are going on inside people's heads and what challenges and what they're going through. So I suppose it's sort of got the space for people to get out of it what they want to get out of it.
I always have to be doing something because I feel like inside my brain there is an hamster on a wheel. Just because I can't sit at home watching telly.
It's more of a social thing for me. You know, I live on my own. Every member of my family's long gone.
Come and get your chips while they're hot.
I live in a place where we don't really have a centre and there's no community as such, you know. I'm not really part of like anything, and this gives me something to be part of.
It's a good way to just get out of the house. I struggle with a lot of things, so I'm trying to gain confidence at the moment before I get into work.
I just find it so inspirational, and I think it really brings a lot to the way I look at the things I do now as well, you know. It gives you an idea to express yourself in a different way.
So we have all these different characters that we've created over the years in Fanta that all buy into it being a magical travel emporium. We meet different creatures and people just refer to them as if they exist, because they do in our imaginations.
But like Anne's brain is the brief, really. I have never met anyone that's like got such a creative energy that coming up with all these plans.
When I sort of decided that we were going to do this, it was like I just wanted to create a whole world that has got loads of backstories and things. And
do you draw any inspiration from your childhood or any authors and stuff like that?
I've always lived in a sort of my imagination, and that's what I've always been like. That I'm a complete daydreamer. Like, I've got a terrible memory, but I think because my mind is always busy, but in a sort of not in a real world. But I'd sort of realised that everybody's brains were like mine. You know, it's sort of a different way. And well, some people really get it, and some people are just like, this is just a bit weird. I've only just found out about the mousicles, but they come and stay in the organ, don't they? At Fanta, the holiday organ.
I love the fact she's got this whole fantasy world that's developing as it goes along. You're like an explorer.
Yeah.
Like the fantasia world.
It's like my sort of talent in life, in a way, is that I can sort of create things out of my head.
No, I definitely want that. What comes first, like the story?
We're here today doing the event that we've been working on, a Mouseicle Christmas. It's part of a sort of community event, and just want to get as many people looking for mousicles as possible. This is the Green Monster and this is Julius Verne. So they're on a mission to save Christmas. We want to get the people who kind of experience our events, is that really like triggering imagination, going into that whole storytelling tradition of people sort of go into that sort of world of imagination that people have lost a bit. So there's some mousicles around, but you need to go and find the words.
I'm here with our travelling emporium where we sell products that we make with our participants, and then we have Darius behind me and he's delivering the Rangidat workshop.
Rudolph has decided that he doesn't want to help out this year because he's really famous.
No, this is the first time I've actually interacted with children since I left work.
Who would like to make a Rangidat first? Right, now.
I felt like I needed to try. I'm still feeling anxious about it.
You should hold them together nicely. There, we've got eyes in here if you want to put eyes on. We've got little ribbons if you want to put them on the tail. You've got feathers. I'll try and tie a knot. I can't see it. I knew I should have brought me the glasses. Yeah, even grown-ups struggle with things sometimes.
Yeah, it's been really pleasant. I've really enjoyed it with small groups and little children. Yeah, I hope they really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Oh, are you giving them a haircut?
And obviously I feel like, you know, if it's in this kind of environment, I feel a lot better, a lot more comfortable.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
This week, in fact it was only yesterday, my partner's shown me a job that's a classroom assistant, and I asked her why, and she said, well, it was a way of getting me back into it. So I thought, yeah, I think classroom assistant. I think before I started at Phantasmagoria, it was, no, I'm not going to do anything to do with school again. I don't want to be anywhere near it. But I think that was me sort of really pulling away from everything, and I think actually introducing myself into it in that kind of environment would be a way forward, really.
It's a special place, really. You see the change in people who we work with.
People know that they need to exercise twice a week for 30 minutes and they need to eat 5 a day, but I don't think people think that, you know, actually the health benefits of doing something creative. It's far-reaching, I think. Yeah, I think it definitely needs more importance. Do you agree?